G'day, and this is Draconicus. Welcome back. Today I'm coming back with Ethereal Enigma, continuing where we left off. Let's see what's in store for our protagonist, shall we? The midday bell chimes, announcing our lunch hour. Conversations break out across the room as students take out their meals and sit with their friends. Mina, Kosei, and I group our desks together. I open my bento and the delicious scent of udon fills the air. Kosei perks up.
Hey, that looks so good! Did your aunt make it?
Yep.
Your aunt is the best cook, I swear. May I?
Sure. I scoot my bowl closer to him, and Kosei takes a big bite. His eyes light up.
Oh man, it's so good!
Then he glances at Mina's neatly prepared bento of yakisoba and vegetables.
That looks good too.
A smug smile spreads across Mina's face.
Do you want to try it?
I thought you'd never ask.
Kosei takes another big bite and sighs contentedly.
If I could eat like this every day, I'd be so happy.
Do you like it?
He reaches over to steal more food.
Yeah, it's amazing!
Why, thank you.
Kosei stares at Mina, his chopsticks still in midair.
Why are you thanking me?
Because I made this delicious lunch that you enjoy so much.
You made this?
Yeah?
She beams proudly as Kosei looks back and forth between the food and Mina.
It's not just edible, it's tasty!
That's the point.
You tricked me!
Let's see. Mina's improved a lot. You've been debated. Watch with amusement. Mina's improved a lot. Mina's been learning how to cook from Aunt Emiko, so there's a lot better than. So she's a lot better than before. Kosei's shock melts into a knowing smile.
Oh, so your mom helped you make this lunch too?
No, I made it myself.
Kosei stares at her. Mina looks away.
I may have consulted her.
The truth is revealed.
Hey, I'm still the one who made it.
I shake my head and dive back into my udon. After a small lull in the conversation, Kosei perks up again.
Oh, hey! Did I tell you guys I got a new job?
Really? That's wonderful. Where is it?
He crosses his arms and grins.
At the new arcade!
Wow. That's awesome.
I know, right?
He chuckles and leans back in his chair.
I'm finally saying goodbye to the simple life of a ramen shop assistant. Trust me, my new gig is incredible. The stuff I get to work with is top-notch.
He must be talking about the games. I bet there's more. I bet there's some really cool ones. Mina lights up.
That's amazing. We're gonna have to visit you sometime.
You should.
I'm happy for you, man.
Thanks.
I know Kosei wasn't thrilled with his old job at the ramen shop. I'm happy to see him moving on to something he'll enjoy.
How's it working at the bakery?
Ha. It's fun working with family. Gotta make that dough. It's better than other places. Gonna make that dough. I flash him a grin. I need to make money somehow. Kosei snickers.
Better than just loafing around.
Mina laughs.
Yeah, we're just, rolling out dough.
Kosei and I both stare at each other. You mean rolling in dough? She falters.
No, you know, like when you roll the dough.
We both stare at her. She crosses her arms.
Whatever. Your puns were lame anyway.
Our conversation meanders into more trivial things, and before we know it, lunch is over. We put our stuff away and return our desks to the original position. After everyone has settled down, the teacher begins class. The rest of the day goes by faster than I anticipated, and our first day of school is over. I sling my bag over my shoulder and follow Mina and Kosei out of the classroom.
Hey, do you guys want to hang out somewhere?
Sorry, I can't. I promised a friend we'd meet up after class. Don't have too much fun without me.
Don't worry, we will.
Ignoring his last comment, Mina walks away. Kosei looks over to me and shrugs.
Well, looks like it's just you and me today. Want to practice soccer in the quad?
It's been a while since the two of us played a scrimmage. We initially bonded over soccer as Kosei has a natural talent for it. He was good enough to join the junior high team, but never did. I'd be down for that. Let's go. The two of us make our way down to the open field behind the school. It's empty except for the scattering of students milling about. There's a nice, cool breeze. Let me try that again. There is a nice, cool breeze, making it excellent weather to practice. Why the sudden interest in soccer? Kosei picks up a soccer ball from a nearby rack.
Now that I've got my new job, I was thinking about joining the soccer club.
That's a great idea. It's too bad you couldn't join the team in junior high.
Yeah, I have the means now, but not the practice.
This new job must afford him more time for club activities. His old job was really demanding and took up a lot of his schedule, and when he wasn't working, he was babysitting his siblings. Kosei heads straight for a goal and positions himself in the middle, then tosses me the ball. I grin, catching it. Goalie was the position Kosei always played. You ready?
Yeah, kick some at me.
I nod and slap a fast kick towards the net. The ball goes flying, but Kosei blocks it with his chest. He flashes me a cocky grin as he throws the ball back.
No challenge, just like I remember.
This time, I aim the kick higher. He catches it easily in both hands and laughs.
Are you even trying?
Determination flares through my veins. I feint a kick to one side of the net before sending it to the opposite direction. Kosei doesn't fall for my feint. He blocks my shot with his head, sending the ball sailing.
Haha, amateur trick. You can't fake me out that easily. And don't call me Kosei the Wall Nakahara for nothing.
Nobody calls you that.
Sure they do. Don't be hating because you never got a nickname.
I grit my teeth as I collect the ball. This next shot will definitely score. Kosei squares up, ready for my kick. I line up my shot and aim for the far right corner of the goal. The ball soars in the air, reaching high towards the net. Like a flash of lightning, Kosei darts to the right. Leaping up, his outreached hands bats the ball away.
Oh!
He cheers and breaks into a victory dance.
And the crowd goes wild!
You're doing great. Take a shot while Kosei is distracted. Wait for him to finish. Take a shot while he's distracted. Scooping up the forgotten ball, I kick it hard while Kosei is still celebrating. His eyes widen and he lunges, but it's too late. The ball flies straight into the net. Go! He crosses his arms.
Hey man, no fair!
I shrug. That's what happens when you're too busy dancing during the play. He sighs and runs a hand through his hair.
Fair enough.
Kosei kicks the ball back to me and we continue to practice. After a few hours, we make our way to the bleachers and sit down. Kosei takes a long drink from his water bottle.
Hey, thanks for practicing with me today.
No problem. For someone claiming to be out of practice, you still delivered on the field. He grins. Keep that up and you'll be a part of the club in no time. Maybe you can even try out as a starter afterwards. You're good enough to make it.
Thanks, man.
He claps a hand on my shoulder.
I really appreciate it. Seriously, don't hesitate to come to me if you need any help this year. We bros need to stick together, right?
I nod, a genuine smile lifting my face. For a moment, we just grin at each other until we realize we're staring into each other's eyes. So, soccer? Own this beautiful bromance. Time to go. Let's own this beautiful bromance, shall we? I return the shoulder claps. There's nothing weird about this, just two bros being bros. After a moment, Kosei clears his throat.
So, maybe we can let go of each other now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We quickly pull apart. Kosei suddenly blinks.
Wow, I didn't realize how late it is.
I look around at the waning light. We were so focused on practicing, we didn't notice the time fly by.
I've got to get home. I haven't even started my homework.
Yeah, me too. After we've both packed, Kosei waves and then walks off. I squint, watching the sun dip below the treetops. If I don't hurry, I'll lose the last rays of light. As I head off the field, I decide to take a different route home. Cutting through the shrine is supposed to be a shortcut through the neighbourhoods. Given it's already so late in the day, I should try it. I make good time, and not long before I see the shrine. The groundskeepers rhythmically sweep the gate, bowing to me as I pass through. The place is surprisingly empty, with the exception of an elderly woman in front of the offering box. She turns around and a few notes of cash drop out of her pocket. Let's be honest, we'll return the money. Scooping up the cash, I rush over to the old woman. Excuse me, I think you dropped this.
Oh, thank you, young man.
No problem. She gratefully accepts the money, returning it to her pocket.
Not everyone would have returned this to its rightful owner. Some may have kept it for themselves.
Honestly, that is true. That has happened to me before. When shopping one time, dropped $50 on the ground, which desperately needed for food. Next thing you know, looking around asking people if they've seen it. Nobody's seen it. It's the right thing to do. Good deeds get rewarded. I can't explain why I did that. Good deeds get rewarded. Returning stuff usually means getting a reward. She eyes me carefully.
What sort of reward are you expecting?
Just a good feeling of helping someone in need. She offers me a wrinkled smile.
You're a good man.
Thank you, but I just did what anyone should. Since that's now taken care of, I should be heading back. I won't continue to disturb you. Have a good night.
Wait! Don't be so hasty.
She gives me a look. For some reason, a shiver runs down my spine.
The evening is young, and the ethereal energy dances among us. If you make an offering at the shrine tonight, your prayer may just be answered.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks. Ethereal energy. That's not a thing. Besides, everyone comes to the shrine to pray, hoping that their wishes come true.
Astral continuum aligns. Your timing tonight is no mere coincidence. There may yet be a prophetic purpose for your arrival.
Well, this conversation took a turn for the strange. I'm not sure about all of that. I'm just taking a shortcut to go home.
Ah, but you don't normally take this path, do you?
I pause. How does she know? Must be a lucky guess. My pause is enough to grant another crinkled grin.
Exactly. Feel the energy and look into the ether. Let not this opportunity go to waste.
A rustling sound distracts me and I look back towards the gate. A distorted howl follows. What was that? Another shiver runs down my spine. Was that ethereal nonsense real? After a moment, a small dog runs out. I let out the breath I've been holding. Of course not. When I turn back to the old woman, she's gone. Where did she go? Scanning around me, I remain alone. Even the groundskeepers have disappeared. That's not ominous at all. Maybe there is something mysterious going on tonight. Shaking my head, I scoff. What am I saying? There's nothing special about today. I just happened to run into an old lady who's probably going senile. That's all. And yet, my gaze is drawn back to the offering box. Is it possible that my wish could come true? Wishes don't come true. Wishes do come true. Ethereal energy. What an enigmatic idea. Good bottom one. Of course, wishes don't just come true, but there's only one way to prove that this is merely the ramblings of a crazy person. I walk towards the offering box and drop in a coin. I bow and clap my hands, keeping them pressed together, then I close my eyes. Time to wish for something completely ridiculous and outlandish. Let's see if the ethereal energy is ready for this. This all feels insane anyway. I wish for a rich, beautiful princess to fall out of the sky. I hold my breath in anticipation, peeking my eyes open. Nothing happens. Of course nothing happened. This is proof that the woman was just spouting nonsense. Maybe she was lonely and looking for someone to talk to. Either way, there's no reason for me to stay any longer. As I step away from the offering box, I can't help but look around again. As a part of me hopes that she'll reappear, I can tell her that it didn't happen, just as I predicted. Still, I laugh. What a funny idea. A fast, whooshing sound interrupts my thoughts. Strange. What could that be? I look up at the sky just in time for something to knock me flat on my back. Oof! My vision goes hazy as my head hits the ground. What just happened? I groan, trying to move my limbs. It feels like there's something holding me down. Gingerly, I blink my eyes open. As the area refocuses into view, there's a girl with long, light blonde hair sitting on top of me. Her clothes are unlike anything I recognize, reminding me of a fantasy character. Her eyes are squeezed shut as she yelps. Blinking, she looks around her, carefully taking in the shrine.
Where am I?
Suddenly, she freezes. Her hands press down on my chest. She furrows her brow before her gaze meets my own. In a flash, her eyes narrow in anger.
What do you think you're doing?
Close my eyes so she can't see me. I like a girl who takes charge. I want some answers. Uh-oh. This won't be good. How am I supposed to explain this? Quick, think of something. I squeeze my eyes shut. There, now I'm safe. When I peek them open again, she's still glaring at me.
Well, explain yourself. Who are you? What do you want with me?
She glances down at herself again.
And why have you put me in such a compromising position?
You put yourself in that position.
I most certainly did not.
There's nothing keeping you on top of me, and you haven't even attempted to move. She blinks quickly, untangling herself from me. Carefully, she gets back to her feet. Stifling a groan, I slowly get up as well. My back and head throb from the fall. Why did you fall on me? She balks.
The better question is, why did you summon me?
I don't even know who you are. She holds her head up high, hooking one hand on her hip.
You are in the presence of Princess Erilyn Dawn, Duchess of Velenor, third heiress of Veldon.
I haven't heard of those places. I can do a long name too. Do all the crazies come here? Do all the crazies come to the shrine? Oh. First the old woman and now this girl. Is this where all the crazy people come to hang out? Okay. Well, maybe you'll find an old lady who's apparently in tune with the Ethereals and the two of you can go back to Veldon together. Erilyn blinks.
Go back? Aren't I still in Veldon?
Definitely not.
Then where am I?
You're in Japan.
Japan? I've been kidnapped by a Japanite commoner?
Japanese, but more importantly, this is not a kidnapping. Her eyes momentarily widen again before her scowl
Then
returns.
return me home at once.
I can't.
You must.
I don't know how you got here in the first place, and I definitely don't know how to get you back. She sighs.
Well, if you won't do it, then I'll have to do it myself. Now, where is my scepter?
Once again, she glances around herself. Her eyes widen in panic.
My scepter! Where is it?
Maybe you left it back at the palace, Your Highness? Her eyes flash again.
It never leaves my side.
Jeez, I didn't realize the scepter was so important. I always thought of it as a symbol of power and not something used outside of ceremonies. After combing through the immediate vicinity, she ends up empty-handed.
Clearly my scepter is not here. Just use your cast to send me back.
What does that even mean? Besides, I still wouldn't know back to where.
Were you not listening? I am Princess Erilyn Dawn, Duchess of Velenor, 3rd heiress of...
Repeating it doesn't help if I have no idea what you're saying.
You cannot dismiss Veldin simply because of your ignorance.
She keeps mentioning Veldin as if it's real. Could she really be from an entirely different place? How was she transported here? Was it really my wish? I can't wrap my head around all these questions I have. I don't know what's going on, but all of this weird stuff happened right after I talked to the old woman. We need to go find her.
Stop making excuses. There's no one here.
Is this one of those prank shows? Someone's going to jump out and be like, aha, we got you for making such a wild wish asking for a princess.
So you did invoke black arts to transport me here. I knew it! A Japanite kidnapper after all.
I'm not a kidnapper and I don't do black magic. I don't think my wish would actually come true. I didn't think my wish would actually come true. She crosses her arms.
It's clearly your fault I've been summoned here, which means it's your responsibility to get me back home.
Okay, I'll just do what I did before.
Finally.
Here we go. I wish you would return home. Nothing happens. Well, I tried.
That's it? Do it properly like you did the first time.
I don't even know how it happened the first time.
Just try.
Fine. I close my eyes and think with all my might. Beads of sweat line my brow, but nothing happens. I open my eyes and frown. Erilyn crosses her arms, a concerned look on her face.
You didn't do this intentionally? You really don't know what happened?
I nod.
Well, then I suppose I can navigate.
She looks around her, but seems lost. Her confident expression wavers for a moment, and I catch a look of fear and uncertainty in her eyes. Everything must seem so unfamiliar to her. I do feel responsible, help a girl in need. Feeling sorry won't help. My parents taught me to be a gentleman, and that includes helping a girl when she is in need, no matter how weird the situation may be, or how crazy the girl may be. You can trust me, you can trust in me, I'll help you. You can stay with me and my family while we figure this out. She hesitates. Don't worry, my aunt, uncle, and cousin will understand. Finally, she nods.
I suppose that will do. There is no alternative option present.
The sky is already dark by the time we set off down the path towards home. So much for taking a shortcut. Since we'll be together for at least a day, you can call me Isaac.
You may address me as Princess Erilyn Dawn, Duchess of Velenor, 3rd heiress of Veldin.
I'm going to stick to Erilyn.
You dare not even address me by my title of princess?
Yeah, about that. There are a few things we need to go over. The first thing is that you can't go around declaring yourself a princess.
I can't help my birthright.
Yeah, but people will think you're crazy.
Do Japanites not know what a princess is?
Japanese, and of course we do.
Then I fail to see the problem.
The problem is we already have princesses from Japan.
So, I'm not claiming to be from Japan.
I sigh. On second thought, I'll do the talking. She shoots me a look, then resumes her arrogant expression.
Perhaps that's best. Clearly there is a communication barrier between royalty and commoners.
Why was I helping her again? Let's just get going before it gets too dark. Alright, well I think I'll leave this here. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!